opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, somebody has got to get that first win of the season. It's a battle of 0-3 teams as we're away in week 4. Luther Burden now on the return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
What is up?
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
What is up?
Staying grounded with Swift. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, as they just showed right there doing damage on the outside.
They look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
What is up?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. They don't get this forward to a... Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it.
What is up?
Swift gets it, going left. And he gets in, touchdown! The Bears take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Cairo Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. Hits the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders finish up their opening drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Burden now to return it. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Putting the tight end in motion. Williams to throw on 1st. That's caught at the 4. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to 6. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A handoff left for Swift. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Williams from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears break the tie here in the 1st. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Santos connects down the point after. And the Bears take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all on that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. He'll call his own number. They pitch it out to him here. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go, Shaq. Nike, 18. 70 ring. 18, right. 18, right.
To the air on 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Third down, here's Williams. On the move, headed right. Pass brought in by Burden. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, here's Swift. This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Gets a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Burden the man in motion right. Going to the ground again on first. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's all hung on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now here's Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Man in motion out of the slot. 3rd and 2. Williams. It's on target to Moore. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the ground with Swift. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Working from the gun, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
What is up?
Third and long for him here. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
For the Bears field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Chooses to bring this one out. Not much on that. Should have kept it in the end zone. Tackle's made it the 15-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to work they go after the interception. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
70. Dragon 60. Street. Motion. 70 Warriors. 79 Broncos. Go.
Back to the air they go on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
To Trey Tucker.
All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
Set. Cowboy 80. Hey, smash. All set. Buck. 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Here's a throw. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force fourth down.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10.
What is up?
He's got it on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
This is brought in. Big game here for Loveland. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
They're getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
18, 5, trap 60, trap 60. 19, Lion.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Gets this to Michael Mayer. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
19, Tiger, 60, Bison, 60, Bison. Warrior 70, Dragon 60. 79, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Hunt, hunt.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Viking 18, Panther 11, Mustang 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check up.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Firing one deep for the end zone. This is caught near the pylon. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First down and goal
In the red zone on 1st. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Right around the edge of the goal line for first and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Hurt, hurt. 19 tight. 18, 19 Lions. Get up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the tip-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
Raiders 13.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Burden now to return it. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. 1 minute, 58 seconds remaining in half number 1, partner. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Bears first down. A gain of 12. And the Bears first down.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback, but on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a break for up to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. It's his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
To the air yet again, Williams. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout Chicago. It uses its seconds. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Raiders with an extra DB out there, 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
45-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Williams thrown again here on second down. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
What is up? My man.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. All right, 3rd and 15 now following that delay of game. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
What is up?
Third and long for him here. He rolls to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point. And kid, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off for a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Tucker now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. This is caught inside the 15. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves, 60 Maverick. They smash. Motion. Warriors, 7 Mustang, 7 Pirates.
Airing it out to start this drive. Completes this one to Rice. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Cougar 19.
to throw. Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Ready? Viking 18. Go straight. You. Buffalo 18, 70 range. Trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. 18, Rock. 69, Warriors. 17.
They're going for this. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered or you're not.
Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. So it'll be 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He's going to throw it again. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, it's a go-to route to target.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Throw here, 3rd down. That one's cut in left sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Let's go now. Cut my team. 70 Timberwolves. 79, 60 Bobcats.
From the red zone now. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game.
Raiders 20.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Burden now to return it. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now inside handoff to Swift. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
On that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Going to run again with Swift. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Headed out right. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it deep downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 27.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Burden now to return it. He loses it on the hit. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Carlson now to add one more.
Carlson on for the point after.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tie this game up. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Given 24 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Running behind center with Swift. Great decision to bounce this outside block. Gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2. They're on the counter with Swift. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Williams from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Swift. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Slot man motioned over. Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Running for it, it's Swift. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
3 yards.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
3rd and man in motion right. 1st and goal, Swift. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Options are open here. This is 2nd and inches. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 34.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jency. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, here we go. 18, come Warriors, 70, 19, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
They're throwing it. Dumps it off to his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Counter give to Genty. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast, and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
On the comeback route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Throwing off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's first and 15.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hup.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Montez Sweat. A loss of 8 brings up second down at the 39-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check go.
Dropping back to throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 13. Brings up third and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is third and 9.
Pioneer. Let's go. 70 Rangers, 7 Buffalo 18. Ready?
Back to throw it. Forced out to his right. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Let's go now. 19 tight, 19 tight. Riggs. 19, Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Desperation time here. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
79 Bronco. Orioles.
Throwing it again here. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Zay Frazier has it. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, oh, this is teaching tape, not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. catch made, and he got both feet in.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They go play action on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down.
Track at 60. Go.
Back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now within one score in the fourth. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
All right, they're going to throw for it. That one falls incomplete, though we do have a flag that we've got to check out first. Not sure he knew he went out of bounds before he made a play on that ball, Brock, but he was the first to touch it coming back in, and that's going to get the penalty. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Burden now to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
First and 10. And they're on the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Now a give to Swift. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Bears up by 8. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Now here's Williams. Buying some time right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. Vegas.
He's back to throw. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Tucker now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Back to the air following that pick six. This is cut downfield by Rice. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Give him 24 on that play. That's a Vegas first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
18 Rattle, 18 Rattle, 60 Eagle, 18 Warriors, 70. Take over.
Back to pass on first and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Trap 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Another throw here on second down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Mustang 97, 79, 7 Pirates, Cowboy 80, Dragon 60.
Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this.
Here we go. Count 19 Tigers, 16 Bison, 18 Rattle, 18 Rattle, 18 Pioneer. Say, hey. Warriors 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. Hut, hut.
To throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Connection made. Kyle Manunga. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down Bears.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Good play into a great play.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So the Bears take this one on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
Yeah.